A warm and pleasant good morning to one and all gathered here. It is my immense pleasure to stand in front of you this morning to deliver the welcome speech. Firstly, I would like to extend a cordial welcome to our chief guest, Dr. Sister Maria Lizanne, for today's Nursing Day celebration. Dr. Sister Maria Lizanne is the principal of Cardinal College of Arts, Commerce and Science. Thank you for accepting our invitation and being with us here today in spite of your busy schedule. Secondly, I would like to extend a cordial welcome to the guest of honor, Mrs. Sarita Sulakar, Matron of Goa Medical College, Super Specialty Block, Bambolim, Goa, for today's function. I would like to welcome our keynote speaker, Madam Candida D'Souza, tutor INE Bambolim. I would like to welcome Dr. Uday Kakurkar, Professor and Head of Respiratory Medicine and the Nodal Officer, SSB Bambolim, Goa, also the current Medical Superintendent, JMC Hospital. I would also like to welcome Major Rashmi and Captain Nalini Singh, respected personnel from the military services from here for today's function. It is my proud privilege to extend a warm and hearty welcome to our dynamic principal, Professor Dr. Wilson Fernandez, for today's function. Welcome, sir. I'd like to welcome our SNA advisor of Student Nurses Association, INE Unit, Madam Consi Vaz, for this program. I'd like to extend a warm welcome to Professor Dr. Anna Vaz for today's function. Welcome, madam. I would like to welcome the judges on the stage and off-stage competitions for this function. And I would like to extend a warm and hearty welcome to all our respected teachers, all the staff of this institute, and my colleagues for the celebration of Nurses Day 2025 and at the Institution of Nursing Education, Bambolim, Goa. Once again, I extend a warm and hearty welcome to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel, for your warm and graceful words of welcome.
If words are not enough, the flowers can speak your heart bigger and strengthen your bond with the person. We would like to call upon our BSc Nursing Batch 20 students to kindly do the honor of welcoming our guest with flowers.
May I request Ms. Riddhi Vedingkar to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Sister Maria Lizanne PC, for today's function. Put your hands together for our chief guest. Thank you, Ms. Riddhi. May I request Ms. Devashri Naik to welcome our guest of honor, Madam Sarita Sulekar, for today's function. Put your hands together for our guest of honor. Thank you, Ms. Devashri. May I request Ms. Shravani Naik to welcome our keynote speaker, Madam Candida D'Souza, for today's function. Put your hands together for our keynote speaker. Thank you, Ms. Shravani. May I request Ms. Riddhi Vedingkar to welcome our principal, Professor Dr. Wilson Fernandez, for today's function. Put your Dr. Uday Kakodkar. Thank you, Madhu. May I request Ms. Riya Kaukar to welcome Madam Konsi Vaz, SNA Advisor, INE Unit. Put your hands together for Madam. Thank you, Riya. I would like to request Ms. Devashri Naik to welcome our guests Major Rashmi and Captain Nalini Singh, Military Nurses, Military Hospital, Bambolim, Goa. Thank you, Devashri. May I request Ms. Madhu Chauhan to welcome Mr. Emmanuel Fernandez, Joint Secretary, SNA, INE Unit. Put your hands together for the Joint Secretary. Thank you, Madhu. May I request Ms. Riddhi Vedingkar to welcome Ms. Udaya Shetty, Program Chairperson, SNA, INE Unit. Put your hands together for the Chairperson. Thank you, Ms. Riddhi. I would like to request Ms. Shravani Naik to welcome the judges of on-stage solo singing competition, Madam Akshita Modi, Madam Marian Ribeiro, and Madam Mona Rodriguez. Thank you, Shravani. I would like to request Ms. Madhu Chauhan to welcome the judges of the off-stage face painting competition, Madam Michelle Fernandez, Madam Navavi Prakash, and Madam Steffi Fernandez. Thank you, Madhu. I would like to request Ms. Aniya Veli to welcome the judges of the off-stage essay writing competition, Madam Mari Ferra, Madam Cassandra Sikvira, Madam Olinda Tesper.
as we invoke the blessing of the Almighty to guide us in our mission. May this light guide us nurses towards continued service and excellence. A good teacher and administrator can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill the love for learning. Now, I request our respected principal, Professor Dr. Wilson Fernandez, to address this gathering and say a few words on this auspicious occasion of the International Nurses Day.
Thank you. A pleasant good morning to all of you. Happy Nurses Day to all of you present here today. Respected Chief Guest of today's function, Dr. Sister Maria Hussain AC, Principal of Carmel College of Arts, Science and Commerce for Women domain. Respected Guest of Honor of today's function, Madam Sarita Sulekar, Matron SSB Super Specialty Block, Goan Medical College. Sir Dr. Uday Kakutkar, Nodal Officer, Super Specialty Block, Bambolim. Military Service Nursing Officer, Madam Reshmi and Madam Nalini Singh. Keynote speaker of today's function, Madam Candida D'Souza, Tutor, Institute of Nursing Education. Madam Anna Vaz, Professor, Institute of Nursing Education. SNA Advisor, Madam Consi, and all the executive members of SNA on the dais. My dear students, teachers of the Institute of Nursing Education and the non-teaching staff of the Institute of Nursing Education. Today, all of us we know that we are here to celebrate our International Nurses Day, a day dedicated to honoring the incredible contribution of nurses around the world. As the head of this institute, of this esteemed institute, it brings me an immense pleasure and pride to recognize the hard work, dedication and compassion that each of you embodies as a future healthcare professionals. As you all know and what is being taught to you all, nursing is not just a profession, it is a calling. It requires resilience, empathy and a deep commitment to serving others. You are the backbone of healthcare system providing critical care and support to patients and their families during some of the most challenging period of their life. Your ability combined with the technical expertise in genuine compassion is what sets the nursing apart. As we reflect on this year's theme, our nurses, our future, caring for nursing strengthens economics. I will not speak much about this on the topic because we have a keynote speaker to enlighten us with this theme. But what I would like to say, whenever we invest in the nursing, it is not an investment, but it is when you invest in nurses, you can get a lot of returns in terms of like patients' health, better health, short stay in the hospital, prevention of the hospital acquired infection in the patient, that the nursing care is provided well to the patient. So, as the government authorities, they should not think that recruiting more nurses is an investment. Rather, it is you get a return in a double, and the economics of the country can be improved. As we all know, that nursing is an ever-evolving field, and it is essential that we remain a lifelong learners, adapting to the new practices and technology to provide the best care. So let us take a moment to acknowledge the nurses who came before us. Today we are enjoying a nursing profession, especially today we remember the birthday of Ms. Florence Nightingale, who is the founder of modern nursing. Their legacy lives on these values of compassion, integrity and excellence that we strive to uphold even today. As we celebrate today, I encourage you to express gratitude to your mentors, colleagues and families who support you on this path. Together, let us commit to uplifting one another, championing the noble profession of nursing. Thank you very much for unwavering dedication as a student of this noble profession. I also take this opportunity to thank Sister Maria Lizette for accepting our invitation for this Nurses Day celebration. I also take this opportunity to thank Madam Sarita Suraleka Matron for accepting our invitation, and Professor Dr. Uday Kaputkar for accepting and gracing this occasion together with the military officers. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Have a nice day ahead.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for always being a pillar of strength to us all.
And now, as we sit back, let us understand the significance of this year's theme, unfolding the International Nurses Day theme 2025. We invite our esteemed keynote speaker, Ms. Candida D'Souza, to reveal and reflect upon this year's theme. Ms. Candida D'Souza completed her BSc Nursing from VMRF College of Nursing, Margao, and MSc Nursing, St. John's College of Nursing, Bangalore in 2012 to 2014. Her clinical experience is in the areas of pediatric department, pediatric nurse at Lilavati Hospital in Panji, lecturer at Vrindavan Institute of Nursing Education, and is currently working as tutor in INE since 2015. She is passionate about caring for children and their well-being, as children are the world's most valuable resource and is the best hope for the future.
morning, everyone. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Sister Maria Lizen, Principal of Carmel College of Arts, Science and Commerce for Women, for gracing us with her presence and support. I am deeply honored to welcome our guest of honor, Mrs. Sarita Sudlakar, Matron of Goan Medical College and Hospital, SSP Bambolim. A warm welcome to Dr. Uday Kakotkar, Nodal Officer, SSP Bambolim, and HOD of Respiratory Chest Medicine and the Acting MS of Goa Medical College Hospital. A warm welcome to Major Rashmi, Captain Nalini Singh of Military Nursing Services. To all faculty members, nurses, students, and other distinguished guests gathered here, I welcome you all at the celebration of International Nurses Day 2025. Every year on May 12th, we come together to celebrate each of our nurses, whose commitment, compassion, courage shape the health and well-being of individuals, families, and entire communities. So the aim of this celebration of the International Nurses Day is, it honors the nurses' dedication and it highlights their pivotal role in global healthcare. Let's look at history. This day marks the birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, the founder of modern nursing. As we all know, her groundbreaking work during the Crimean War, where she cared for the wounded soldiers and drastically improved the sanitary conditions. She laid the foundation of professional nursing as we all know it today. The International Council of Nurses, a global federation representing over 130 national nursing associations and more than 28 million nurses worldwide, officially established this observance since 1974, and recognizing the need to spotlight the critical contributions of nurses across the globe. Over the decades, this day has become more than a historic tribute. It now serves as a platform to raise awareness, advocate for better working conditions, and inspire future generations to take up the profession with pride and purpose. Each year, the ICN chooses a theme to highlight critical issues in nursing and healthcare. Last year, the theme selected by the ICN was Our Nurses, Our Future, the Economic Power of Care, which highlighted the crucial role of nurses and the need to invest and recognize its strategic value. Nurses are the backbone of healthcare. Across the globe, nurses continue to demonstrate remarkable resilience and innovation through increasing complex challenges. But systemic neglect of nurses' well-being is exacerbating an already dire shortage of healthcare workers. The combined impact of inadequate working conditions and poor pay, intensifying workloads, and emotional exhaustion is threatening nurses' physical and mental health and pushing a worrying number of nurses towards burnout or exiting the profession. Although countries have analyzed the problem, neither low nor high-income countries have adequately tackled the problems faced by their health workforce. Instead, they have often attempted to spend their way out of problems through short-term fixes. This has caused more problems, all while failing to address the core issues that are driving experienced nurses to leave and deterring new ones from joining the workforce. As a result, the same workforce challenges that plagued the healthcare system 2 decades ago are still with us today. In many cases, they are exacerbated by a growing complexity of care needs, combined with aging global population, massive growth in non-communicable diseases, disruptions caused by COVID-19 pandemic, and other crises. The persistent failure to address the issues such as that something is fundamentally not working or not being valued. So the focus now must be on valuing the nursing workforce so that they can be retained while also inspiring new generation to enter the profession. This all starts with one key element, that is caring for nurses. So this year's theme selected by the ICN is Our Nurses, Our Future, Caring for Nurses, Strengthen Economies. This year's theme is vital but often an overlooked issue, the well-being of nurses themselves. While nurses are known for caring for others, the healthcare system must also care for them. Without proper support, even the most skilled professionals can first face burnout, stress and fatigue. So why this theme is chosen? The theme is chosen to emphasize the critical link between nurses' well-being and the strength of healthcare systems and national economies. When nurses are valued, protected and supported, they can provide better care. A healthy nursing force leads to stronger hospitals and healthier communities and more resilient economies. These statistics show over 50% of healthcare workers surveyed said they regularly think about quitting the job. 80% worked over capacity and 20% worked twice as much as the anticipated workload. The theme highlights nurses' burnout and shortages. The theme calls for attention to the urgent need to care for nurses' physical, mental and professional growth to retain and support the workforce. This is the cycle of nurse burnout. High levels of burnout reduces productivity and increase absenteeism. This in turn increases medical errors, worsen the healthy outcomes, disillusionment, and increase turnover, leaving the nursing profession as there is more pressure on the remaining workforce and high levels of burnout again. This is a continuous cycle. Studies have shown that companies that promote a culture of health and well-being show turnover rates a full 11% points lower than those that do not, according to the cross-industry data in US. So the theme has an economic impact. Studies show that a healthy, well-supported nurse contributes to better patient outcome, reduced healthcare costs, and more resilient economies. It urges governments and health organizations to invest in nursing workforce as a strategic priority for national development. By caring for nurses today, we ensure the sustainability of health systems tomorrow. So how caring for nurses strengthens economies? It reduces healthcare costs. So healthy supported nurses are less likely to suffer burnout or leave the profession, reducing costly turnover and staff shortages. It improves patient outcomes. Well-staffed and well-supported nursing teams lead to better care, faster recoveries and fewer complications, saving money long-term. It boosts productivity. A healthy nursing workforce ensures smoother hospital operations and more efficient care delivery. Promotes workforce stability. Investing in nurses' education, safety and well-being builds more skilled, resilient workforce that supports economic growth. It drives public health. Nurses are frontline defenders against disease outbreaks and chronic conditions, reducing the broader economic burden of illness. So the basis of caring for nurses, it is an ethical responsibility, it is legally necessary, and it is economically sound. It is the right thing to do. Organizations have a fundamental obligation to protect their workers. It is the smart thing to do because It generates substantial economic returns. It is legally necessary because it has legal consequences and can cause reputational damage. So the strategies to care for nurses, the nurses' agenda for sustainable workforce and well-being is fair compensation, that is ensuring competitive salaries, benefits that reflect nurses' workload, skills and risks, safe staffing levels, maintaining adequate nurse-patient ratios to reduce burnout and improve care. Mental health support, offering counseling services, stress management programs and mental health programs, continuing education, providing regular training and career advancement opportunities to boost skills and retention, safe working conditions, guaranteeing proper protective equipment, safe shift hours and violence-free workplace, work-life balance, implementing flexible schedules, leave policies and childcare support. Leadership involvement, including nurses in policy making and leadership roles to give them a voice in system improvement. Recognition programs, celebrating achievements and milestones of nurses to boost their morale and job satisfaction. Supportive management, training nurses managers to lead with empathy, fairness and collaboration. And encouraging governments to invest in nursing workforce, development through laws, funding and national strategies. So poor health costs the global economy almost 50% of the GDP every year. Studies have shown that countries that invest in nursing workforce development experience stronger health systems and more resilient economies. Statistics and research show that every $1 invested in health generates a return of $2 to $4. Healthy societies and economies depend on healthy people. So here's the truth we must all recognize. When we care for nurses, we care for the future. So let each one of us also support each other's well-being by providing emotional support, peer mentoring, advocating at workplace, collaborating as a team, celebrating each other's successes, promoting healthy habits, creating safe spaces to express vulnerability, etc. Let's uplift each other's well-being for a better tomorrow. Thank you and Happy Nurses Day.
Thank you, ma'am, for such an enlightening talk on the importance of this year's theme and its relevance in today's healthcare system. Your in-depth reflection on this year's theme has ignited the significance and meaning of the theme. I would like to request all the offstage participants to kindly head to their designated areas. Now, I call upon Dr. Uday Kaporkar to say a few words on this auspicious occasion.
Good morning. At the outset, I would like to wish all the nurses present over here, as well as those who are not able to do it because they are doing a valuable service adding to the healthcare of the entire world. Wish you a very happy Nurses Day. Dignitaries on the days and off the days. Yes, nurses form a very important part of the medical team. Doctors alone cannot do the job, but the nurses can do. The nurses, the doctors, the paramedical staff, the technicians, as well as the MTS, who also contribute to the medical team. You need to look after yourself because, the better you look after yourself, the better the service that you can deliver. And we want all the nurses to be very healthy because a healthy mind brings in a quality work. And each one of you must ensure to take adequate rest because I know how difficult it is to manage work as well as the duties at home. The nurse, when she goes home, she doesn't get to rest like a man. She needs to prepare for the next day. Next day, suppose he finishes 2 to 8 duty, the next day would be the 8 to 2. So the nurse would go home, prepare for the next day, do everything and go to bed around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at night to be ready again in the morning. Then there is a pressure about bringing up the children. Sometimes the servants give us a last minute hiccup, so you need to take leave at the last minute, which also makes a nurse very tense and worried because she is not able to go there and do her duty. So all these pressures of life which are there need to be handled adequately by ensuring that each one of you take adequate rest whenever it is available. A healthy mind is and a healthy body is what is all required. So spend some time on exercising, yoga, meditation, a good walk whenever you are off duty, and then you have time for yourself in the evenings and all. Make sure that exercise, because exercise is one investment which the returns will only come to you. You invest money, let us say PPF, NSC and whatnot. The returns will be enjoyed by somebody else. So do take care of yourself because your health is very important for the nation. When you look after the patient very well, as has been all rightly pointed out. Hello. As has been rightly pointed out by the keynote speaker, you add to the economy of the nation. Imagine if our workforce is in the hospital, how much it is a drain on the country's economy. On one side you have to spend for the treatment of the patients, on the other side he is not available to contribute to the economy of the nation. So do take care of yourself, and once again I would like to thank the INE for having invited me to say a few words in front of you. So do take care and wish you a happy Nurses Day once again. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for such an enlightening talk. Now, we shall hear from our guest of honor, Madam Sarita Sullekar. To introduce Madam, we all know her. She is holding the post of matron, Super Speciality Block, Goa Medical College and Hospital, Bambolim, and serving in a senior administrative and clinical supervisory role, overseeing nursing operation across various specialty departments. She completed her post-basic BSc Nursing INE Panjim in 2002, General Nursing and Midwifery GNM in 1987. Her vast clinical experience extends to multi-departmental experience including general surgery, internal medicine, ICU, intensive coronary care unit, blood bank, radiology and burns unit. 14 years of experience in the dialysis unit, 3 years of experience in the endoscopy unit, assisting with procedure and patient management, served as ward in charge for cardiothoracic and vascular surgery for 4 years, overseeing clinical and administrative functions, appointed ward in charge for the COVID-19 ward for nearly 2 years, playing a key leadership role during the pandemic. She is facilitated by Giants Group of Porvorim in 2021 on the occasion of International Women's Day for contribution to healthcare, honored as a COVID warrior by International Women's Day for contribution to healthcare, honored as COVID warrior by the Rotary Club of Miramar and the Public Health Department, Government of Goa. Participated in the cardiac health camp organized by Shri Navdurga Devastham Boring Shiroda Healthcare Trust. She completed modular training in the revised National Tuberculosis Control Program, attended a training course on gender-based violence and human rights for promoting women's health under NHM, New Delhi 2018. Attended in-service training program organized by GIPARD 2023. She participated in multiple continuing nursing education programs and workshops at both state and national levels. We invite you, madam, to address the audience and speak your thought on this auspicious occasion. Give a round of applause for a guest of honor.
Good morning, everyone. Respected dignitaries on the dais and my dear friends. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the International Nurses Day 2025. Each year on May 12, we come together not just to celebrate Florence Nightingale's legacy, but to recognize the strength, compassion, and relentless dedication of nurses all around the world. This year's theme, Our Nurses, Our Future, Caring for Nurses Strengthens Economy, highlights the immense value we bring not only to healthcare systems, but to societies at large. Nurses are the backbone of healthcare system. We are there from the first cry of a newborn to the comforting touch in someone's final hours. Nurses are there every step of the way. To our young budding nurses, know that every step you take, every challenge you face, and every patient you touch is part of a noble legacy. As a matron, I witness daily the resilience and courage on nursing team display. Working long hours, facing crucial challenges, and yet showing unwavering grace. Happy Nurses Day to each one of you. May you continue to shine with pride, purpose, and passion. Thank you.
Thank you for your gracious words and encouragement. Your knowledge and experience in the field of nursing is truly noble, touching so many hearts and minds of the patient you met and is meeting in your current position. Next, we are privileged to hear from our chief guest, Ma'am Dr. Sister Maria Lizane AC. Maria Lizane AC is currently the officiating principal of Carmel College of Arts, Science and Commerce for Women, Nueva Goa from September 2021. She has completed her research at Department of Zoology, Goa University under the supervision of Professor I.K. Roy and has been awarded the doctoral degree for her thesis titled Atlas of Soil Inhibiting Free-Living Nematodes of Goa, the first and only of its kind in the whole state of Goa. She has presented scientific research papers at international and national level and published scientific research papers in Scopus Index and Impact Factor scientific journals of national and international reputation. Participated, organized and attended several workshops, symposia, conferences, seminars, training programs at state, national and international level. She has a wide variety of interests, especially in human behavior, as she had done a course in counseling and development of human persons in Tamil Nadu. She is also very much interested in art, music and singing, besides being a voracious reader. She is blessed with the green fingers and loves gardening. She has wide experience of places, cultures, food, etc. She has traveled much within the country and outside the country. She is a recipient of quite a few awards of national repute. Her passion is charitable service to those in need. She was a volunteer of Prison Ministry India, a Catholic NGO, coordinating member of Can Survive, an initiative of Care non-standard children, and also a member of Divine Soup Kitchen, a voluntary group of like-minded people that distributes food for about 300 destitutes every Sunday in Manga. She has been a lecturer in Carmel College since 1999, teaching zoology, biotechnology, ecology, and environmental studies at undergraduate level and biochemistry of foods, nutrition, and dietetics at postgraduate diploma level. She has also had various important responsibilities in college. She was the officiating vice principal from June 2012 to August 2016, vice principal from September 2016 to August 2021, and coordinator of the postgraduate degree program of the college from 2015 to 2023. She has served her congregation as hostel warden, a postdated Carmel Education Society treasurer, choir mistress, sacristan, etc. She was the coordinator of the parish youth, member of parish special council, and catechist Novant Church. Blessed with the talents of art, music, and singing, being creative, innovative, systematic, and neat, and having a passion for charitable services, a multifaceted personality, she strives to share this with the young people she interacts and believes that they are the hope of a future, the hope of a country. We invite you, sister, to address the audience. Give a round of applause for our chief guest.
A very good and pleasant morning to all of you present here. Respected dignitaries on the days, the faculty members, and you, my dear nurses. At the outset, I want to thank Professor Wilson for inviting me to grace this occasion. As we all know, this morning we have gathered here with deep gratitude and immense pride to celebrate the International Nurses Day. In fact, your day, your selfless and generous services, your dedication and compassion, your incredible and courageous contribution, in short, to celebrate you, my dear nurses. You who stand at the heart of the healthcare. You, the quiet heroes among us. You who are the first to offer comfort in the moment of fear and pain. The steady and skilled hands that heal. The patient listening ears when words fall short. Whether in the busy hospitals, remote clinics, crisis zones, you show up day after day, night after night, with unwavering commitment. This year's theme, elaborated by the keynote speaker, Our Nurses, Our Future, Caring for Nurses Strengthens Economies, reminds us that nurses are not only vital to our present, but they are the foundation of the future of healthcare scenario, the backbone of a strong society and growing economies. They are the ones who build healthier communities and stronger nations. This theme highlights the importance of supporting nurses by giving them safe workplace, fair pay, emotional support, and opportunities for growth. Nurses are not just caregivers, but they are leaders, advocates, educators, and change makers. Let us not forget the sacrifice the family and social gatherings they miss, the long shifts and the sleepless nights they spend, the emotional toll, and far too often the risk to their own and their family lives. Yet, still, they give, and they give, not because it is easy to give, but because it is an absolute necessity. To every nurse in this room present here and the world around, thank you. Thank you for your compassion, your resilience, your knowledge, your dedication, your commitment, and your courage. You remind us what it means to care. 3 cheers to all of you, my dear nurses. On this International Nurses Day, let us promise to appreciate our nurses, value their work in order to create a better future, commit to support them, uplift their voices, and invest in the health care system where their well-being is prioritized. As the patients, they are so selflessly cared. When nurses are cared for, they can give their best to the patients, and this leads to better health care system and stronger economy. To sum up, just to spell out in my own words, nurse. N stands for nurture. One who nurtures the sick back to health. U, universal, where equal care is given to all, no caste, no creed, no religion, no nationality, no public status. R, ready, always ready, with skilled hands, compassionate heart, and alert brain. S, selfless, cares selflessly, day after day, night after night, 24/7. E, empathy, one who is empathetic, lends a listening ear and a helping hand with a compassionate heart. Happy International Day to all of you. You are deeply loved. You are deeply valued. You are deeply appreciated. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you, ma'am, for gracing this occasion and sharing your inspiring message with us. Thanking for the presence with us and reminding us that nursing is a noble profession and we, among the rest, are chosen to serve the mankind and reach to our patient with kindness and empathy.
To express our heartfelt thanks, we now present a token of appreciation to our guests.
I request our principal, Professor Dr. Wilson Fernandez, to present the token of appreciation to our special guests on the days. I request Ms. Riddhi Wellinger to come up and hand the mementos to our principal. Let us all applaud as the principal hand over the mementos to the special guest. That is the chief guest, guest of honor, keynote speaker, and Mr. Infa, media person. once again for joining us and making this celebration truly special.
Gratitude is a beautiful way of enhancing our lives. It refers to the feelings and attitude of appreciation and thankfulness for the good we receive in life. To express our gratitude to all who made this day possible, we invite Ms. Udaya Shetty, Program Chairperson, SNE, INE Unit, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtue, but the parent of all the others. A warm good morning to our respected dignitaries on the days, special invitees, our respected teachers, all the staff of this institute, and my dear fellow friends. I am Ms. Udaya Shetty, Program Chairperson, SNE Unit Bambolim, stand before you with a heart full of gratitude and as we come end of the formal program of the International Nurses Day 2025. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to our today's chief guest, Dr. Sister Maria Digan, for enlightening us with great knowledge and experience. Thank you, Madam. I would like to thank Dr. Uday Kapotkar, Nodal Officer, SSB Bambolim, for showing your presence and guiding us with your words. Thank you, sir. Now moving forward, I would like to thank Major Rashmi and Captain Nalini Singh for gracing us with your presence on this occasion day. Thank you, Madam. I am happy to thank our guest of honor, Mrs. Sarita Surlakar, Matron of Goa Medical College and Hospital. Your insights drawn from your years of dedicated truly honor the essence of this day. Thank you for being with us, for your unwavering commitment to the nursing profession. Thank you, Madam. A special thank you to our keynote speaker, Mrs. Candida D'Souza, tutor at Institute of Nursing Education, for her enriching and thoughtful address. Your message has reinforced the importance of valuing and empowering nurses for the better tomorrow. Thank you, Madam. We are deeply honored by the distinguished presence of Professor Dr. Wilson Fernandez, our esteemed principal. Sir, thank you for your constant support, guidance, and for championing initiative that celebrates and strengthens the nursing community. Thank you, sir. Let me take this opportunity to thank Professor Dr. Anna Vaz for her constant support and encouragement and for gracing today's auspicious occasion. Thank you, Madam. I would like to thank Madam Consi Vaz, SNA Advisor INE Unit Bambolim, for always being our pillar of strength, support and guidance. Thank you, Madam. On the behalf of principal, staff and the student of Institute of Nursing Education Bambolim, I would like to sincerely thank our today's judges for taking your precious time out from your busy schedule and accepting our invitation and doing justice to all our participants of today's competition. Thank you, teachers. I would like to sincerely thank our respected teacher who always stand by us and motivate us, staff of this institute and my dear friends for being here today and making this day a wonderful and memorable one. I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Master Emmanuel Fernandez, Joint Secretary, SNA INE Unit, Bambolim, Goa, for delivering the welcome address. Thank you, Emmanuel. Last but not least, a huge round of applause and thanks to entire batch of 20 for this beautiful backdrop, organization team, the volunteers who worked hard behind the scenes to make sure everything ran smoothly and making this event a memorable one. Thank you, batch 20. Once more, I extend my sincere gratitude to each and everyone for attending International Nurses Day celebration and contribute to the success of this event. I hope you all have a great day. Thank you.